that is fly.
What do they do in there? What do they do in there?
I don't know.
What do they do in there? What do they do in there? Let's find out what. Let's find out what. Let's find out what.
Are you sure you've had enough to eat, Abby, darling?
Oh, I'm stuffed, Miss Carter. Thank you so much. It was delicious.
Oh, that's good. And how about you, sweetie pie? Can I get you anything else? Some peas or cabbage loaf? Ian, honey? Darling? Now, where did that little squirt go?
Miss Carter,
Yes, Abby?
could I, help you with the dishes?
What the?
Hey! What are you doing over there? I said, what are you doing over there?
I lost my baseball, sir.
Yeah? Well, I hate baseball. Now get out of here before I call the cops.
Ian!
What are you doing over there, sweetie?
Not much. You know, I'm just playing in the dirt.
Playing in the dirt. If you like digging in the dirt so much, why don't you head on down the road to that colony place? They dig in the dirt for a living.
Colony place. I wonder what they do in there.
Now, why don't you come back inside? I'll get you some more peas.
Peas.
Good evening, Mr. Peas. May I get you more peas?
Peter, we need more peas.
Okay.
Jackpot.
Actually, Granny, as yummy as that sounds, I think I'm gonna have to peas. I mean, pass. Abby and I have just so much work to do. Don't we, Abby?
Oh, yes. So much work. Yikes, we have a story due in 2 days, and we don't even have a main scoop.
Come on, I gotta show you something. You're not gonna believe this.
Where'd you get that?
Next door, in the neighbor's yard.
You saw him?
Yeah, and he almost caught me, too. I think it's human.
The neighbor.
No, the bone.
What on earth would he be doing with a human bone?
He's crazy in the coconut, Abby, obviously. His only goal in life is to capture small children and turn them into soup.
Eyes and ears and toes and teeth. Tongues and toes and... Wait, did I add toes already?
It all makes sense now. He never comes out. He always has the blinds pulled. There was an axe in his backyard. An axe! Lord knows what other dark secrets he has locked away in that old shed of his. It's probably filled with bones.
Bones? What kind of bones?
Nothing. You know, turkey bones, chicken bones.
Hello, my name is Abby Brown, and this is my colleague, Ian Carter. And we were just wondering, what do you do in here?
Well, we do all kinds of things. You guys like digging in the dirt?
He does.
What about finding things that are lost?
Of course.
Figuring out stories from clues?
Do you guys do that?
We do all these things. but not just archaeologists, students and volunteers as well. And you guys are more than welcome to help. I mean, if you want to.
We'd love for you to help us. I mean, to help you.
Well, let's go.
This is it. This is the story we've been looking for.
I know, but we have to be careful. If we want to find out the truth about this bone, we have to be subtle about it.
So,
Dr. Miller.
Dr. Miller, what exactly is archaeology anyways? Do you guys just dig up dinosaur bones and stuff?
Well, archaeology is a lot like trying to unlock a mystery.
Ooh, like a murder mystery?
Or a mystery about where people came from, what kind of clothes they wore, what they ate, all sorts of things. Do you guys like investigating?
Do we? We're investigative reporters. That's what we do.
Well, in archaeology, the investigation begins when you choose where it is you want to dig. And that's what we call a site survey.
So, why did you choose this place?
Archaeology has been going on here for probably about 60 years now. But to be honest with you, it probably started with something quite small.
Like maybe someone was walking along here and they found an old piece of glass or something.
Exactly. And that was a clue that maybe there's something else underneath.
Ooh, like a skull with worms coming out of the ears?
Or gold rings, ceramic bowls, cannonballs. All sorts of things have been found right here over the years. People did a lot of stuff here. After all, it was a colony.
Do you mean like colony of ants?
Or do you mean colony like on the moon?
Well, neither really. A colony can also mean a place where people come to start new lives. And that's what happened right here almost 400 years ago. They did a lot more than just make ceramic bowls. They made buildings too.
But how do you know these buildings even existed if you can't see them anymore?
Well, we have to dig them up. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dig. And these digs are called excavations.
But the first thing you have to do before excavating a site, kids, is to lay a grid.
That's right, Abby. Then, layer by layer, unit by unit, you use different tools to dig, photograph, and draw what you see.
How can you check this out?
Yoink.
Hey!
For tiny objects, like beads and seeds, archaeologists shoot water through a fine mesh screen in a process called water screening.
Yoink! Then they bag up the things they find, and these things are called artifacts.
These artifacts, once all collected together, give archaeologists a sense of what it must have been like many years ago.
Look over there. Wow. It really feels like we're starting to piece together the puzzle of this Avalon.
Say, why is it called Avalon anyways?
Well, the colony was named by one of the first people who settled here, George Calvert, and he named it after the place where Christianity was first introduced into England.
And so for the past 30 years, archaeologists like myself have slowly been uncovering this Avalon, along with clues about the people who lived here even before that.
There were people living here over 400 years ago. Holy schmoly, that's a long time. That's older than Granny and Grandpa.
Granny.
Oh, hello, Vincent. You're just in time. Just finished baking my famous cherry pie.
Yes, I could smell it across the yard. It smells to die for.
That's right, Abby. We believe the Beothuk Indians may have been the first people to live in this area. This is based on a series of small fireplaces that we have found. These fireplaces consisted mainly of beach stones, burnt bone, arrowheads.
Arrowheads.
Burned bones.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I just found it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder where it came from.
I wonder.
Yeah, and who it belonged to. It must be pretty hard to tell just from looking at it.
Well, usually after artifacts are excavated and bagged, we bring them to the conservation lab.
You guys have a lab?
Cool.
Could we check it out?
Do they have food?
Sorry, no food. Besides, you should have eaten your peas.
Come on, Ian. We don't even know if it's human.
Oh, it's human, all right. And this guy's not getting away with it. Did you know he was gonna try and call the cops on me?
I'm just saying. Don't get all carried away with your conspiracy theories. Let's just play cool until we find out the truth, okay?
I'm cooler than a popsicle, Abigail.
Don't call me that.
I'm glad you could make it today.
My pleasure.
Hey kids, I'd like to introduce you to a fellow archaeologist, Dr. Vincent Cost.
Dr. Miller tells me you found a bone.
Hey, welcome back, big shooter.
Oh, yeah, I haven't eaten, so that's probably why.
Passed out cold junk?
Yeah.
That's all right. Vincent and I were just talking about the bone you found.
The bone! Where is it?
Dr. Miller is examining it as we speak. He's the bone expert, not me.
Right, you just bury them.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing. Abby, can I talk to you for a second? That's him. That's the crazy neighbor suit maker.
What? Vincent?
Yes, that's the guy.
No, look at him. He's a sweetheart.
I don't have all day.
Okay, maybe he's not a sweetheart, but he's certainly not crazy. He's been showing me around the lab, and he seems really nice.
Nice.
Besides, even if he is the person you say he is, what harm could he possibly do us here?
All right, but be careful. I don't trust this guy.
So, before we can identify what kind of artifact we have, we take it to the lab for cleaning, which typically...
Gives me the willies. It's like any moment he's gonna try and lure us down to the basement and pickle our brains.
You stop already. He's not trying to lure us into the basement. He's trying to help us. He just said that he's on the phone with Dr. Miller, helping us identify our bone.
Yes, but how do we know that Dr. Miller isn't in on it too? I'm telling you, Abby, we've got to get out of here before it's too late.
That was Dr. Miller on the phone. He has the information on your bone.
Really? Should we go find him?
Sure. He's in the storage room.
See, I told you. Where's that?
In the basement.
I should have just eaten the peas.
I'm sorry, I never believed you, Ian.
It's okay, Abby. I mean, it doesn't matter now.
It's just that so many of your ideas, they're so far-fetched, you know? And I guess I was just jealous of your imagination. There, I said it. I was jealous of you.
And I'm sorry I called you a square. I mean, I was just jealous of you.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
If we ever get out of here alive, I promise I'll be more patient with you, okay?
Okay.
For the first time in my life, I don't want to know what they do in here.
Me neither.
Hey, what's the matter?
Oh, this actually is a storage room.
See, I told you.
It's a dog bone.
Wow, a dog bone.
Yeah, it must be a leg bone, is it?
That's right, it's a femur, probably from a Labrador Retriever.
Really?
Poor guy, probably died in the last year or so. Probably buried by its owner.
Strange that someone would bury it on a site like that.
Yeah, I wonder who would do that.
I wonder. So it seems like you guys had a good day today?
Yeah, it was a thriller.
And we learned an awful lot, too. Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Actually, before you go, there's something else. It's about Vincent.
Vincent?
About a year back, he had a dog. The dog died. Anyway, ever since he really hasn't been himself, you know. Stays at home, kind of grumpy. I think it's probably best if we keep this business about the bone to ourselves. You know, we don't want to stir up any painful memories.
Oh, for sure.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Let's get going.
So who knew? Vincent wasn't such a grumpy Gus after all. He was just sad because his pooch passed away.
Guess it just goes to show. Can't judge a book by its cover.
What are you talking about? You thought he was going to put us into soup. Anyways, I'm just glad we got our main scoop. This is going to make a great story.
It's a good thing I didn't eat those peas, hey? Otherwise, we wouldn't even have a story.
And so, in the end, the colony of Avalon proved to be tons of dirt digging, storytelling, mystery solving fun. The archaeologists there were able to show us how people lived in the past and how they discover this in the present. They dig and dig and dig, and then they dig some more. They dig everywhere, and so can you, even in your own backyard. Just remember, have fun and be careful. Ow!
Hey, be careful.
What the?
What is this?
It's checkmate.
Hey!
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Croucher and I play Abby Brown in What Do They Do in There?
My name is Sean Leonard and I play Ian Carter. And we're here today just to talk a little bit about our experiences making the episode you just watched, Colony of Avalon.
Okay.
Bah.
Okay, let's get ready.
Bah. What I really liked about this episode was not only were we investigating the colony of Avalon, but there was also kind of a sub-story on the side. You know, I was burying my peas in the backyard, and then I find a bone, and the mean neighbor, and we think that he's like a murderer. It was a great story altogether.
I thought it was pretty cool that we got to work with a few actors this time.
Yeah.
Steve was amazing.
He was
His
excellent.
character was amazing. Once you meet him, he is so gentle, nice. He's a down-to-earth person, but his character is like a psychopath.
It's funny because he would just get into character so quickly, like he could get in and out like that. I'd be like doing lines, and I'd almost be scared to look at him because he was so good at what he was doing. It was so creepy.
Dr. Miller tells me you found a bone.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the fantasies.
Oh yeah, they're my favorite, I think.
I wasn't actually there for a lot of them.
There was one fantasy that I got to do that was really, really fun.
The pea fantasy.
The pea fantasy. I don't know, it was just, usually in fantasies you play yourself pretending to be something, but I played a vegetable.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
You actually like peas, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I really like peas. Like when I was younger, like I could just take a can of peas and eat them. Like, well, like cook them and stuff first, but like eat them.
Yeah, that's like me with corn.
You like corn?
I like corn.
That's good.
And there's another fantasy too that I really enjoyed. The cherry pie sequence with Granny.
She just performed so excellent that scene. We were all behind
The crew and even the director were dying laughing at her line. Just in time. I just finished making my famous cherry pie.
Hello, Vincent. You're just in time. Just finished baking my famous cherry pie.
Exactly. But I just finished baking my famous cherry pie.
I just finished baking my famous cherry pie.
Exactly. That's good. Okay, so let's try and do that.
So that's about it.
Yeah, I think we covered everything for this episode at least.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for tuning in and watching this episode of What Do They Do in There?
Colony of Avalon. Yeah. Anyway, I hope we see you guys around soon.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, so come back.
We'll be right here.
Need some friends.
We'll be here waiting.
Alone.
Tune in next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is fly.
What